Oh, yes, getting ready to hand out awards for the relays. The last event we swam last night, the 200 medley relays. And we need to clear the starting block area. Introducing our winners from last night in the 12 and under girls 200 medley relay. Doing the Walk of Fame. Great Wolf Swim Team took 8th place. Macy Sperud, Isabel Mort, Leila Helmrich, Ali Gorsick. 7th place went to Azaki Aquatics. Elsa Lapine, Sophia Hogan, Haley Herman, Elena Lumens. Long Island Aquatic Club in 6th place, Lillian Karate. Julia Lynn, Morgan Wu, and Leah O'Connell. Nova of Virginia in 5th place, Yara Tisbelina. Margaret Ahrensberger, Olivia Holt, and Charlotte Bruning. In 4th place, Rise Aquatics, Collins Brock, Isla Repken, Tyler Spritz, and Elizabeth Hiltz. The bronze going to Rockville, Montgomery, Giselle Quash, Eva Garcia, Elizabeth Chan, and Sarah Young. The silver to Machine Aquatics, Kennedy Maston, Kaylee Gibson, Ariana Wong, and Ella Mueller. And number 1, the gold going to Nation's Capital, Olive Dunn, Kaylee Hirsch, Chloe Sauchad, and Reese Myers. And congratulations to our ladies. Next up on the award stand, the gentlemen, 12 and under for the 200 medley relay. And in the gentlemen's 200 medley relay, Marietta Jets capturing 8th place, Lance Park, Josiah Whitfield, William Midvale, and Mikhail Kolomitz. Nation's Capital getting 7th, Logan Sumro, David Hall, Sean Murphy, Charles Carnaggio. Machine Aquatics, Henry Edwards, Reed Ye, Logan Lynn, and Brandon Kwan getting 6th place. 5th going to Rockville, Montgomery, Mason Wu, Joshua Zhang, Ethan Hugh, and Jordan Hernandez Fuentes. 4th place going to QNS Aquatics, Luke Morin, Richard Corbisiero, Andrew Torba, Ari Crooks. The bronze going to Nation's Capital, Colton Horner, Anthony Way, Robert Washburn, and Isaac Hsu. In 2nd, the silver going to Nova of Virginia, Raleigh Harrison, William Acrease, Noah Wolf, and Daniel Bunge. And number 1, the big points, 40 points, went to Rockville Montgomery Swim Club. For the gold, Jason Puchek, Brian Sanjaya, Daniel Nedhaft, and Nicholas Nishniandis. And big pictures, taking pictures, and congratulations, gentlemen. Our focus now turns to the ladies, 13 and 14. And in the ladies, 13 and 14, Machine Aquatics getting 8th place, Aaron Cass, Lila Gallagher, Abigail Raymond, and Adriana Flores. 7th place going to Nova of Virginia, Oriole Hall, Caroline Williams, Jillian Klaas, Caitlin Moore. In 6th place, Nova of Virginia, Annalicia Padhar, Natalie Tang, Ella Hudson, and Lane Jacobs. In 5th place, the Academy Bullets, Gabriela Graham, Alas Wagenknecht, Claire Simon, and Hayden Cruz. 4th place to Long Island Aquatics, May Strausser, Yuri Shlivko, Charlotte Conner, and Mila Fisher. Into the medals now, the bronze to Rockville Montgomery, Alexis Johnson, Brooke Laxo, Isabel Mason, and Gracelyn Shore. QNS Aquatics, the silver, Julia Bach, Shaylee Doran, Amanda Tedesco, and Haley Bendersky. And number 1, the big points, Nation's Capital, Layla Davy Brown, Maya McCarney, Elizabeth Kent, and Harper Bartholomew. And the gentlemen, in the 13 and 14 gentlemen 400 medley relay, Nova of Virginia getting 8th place, John Denehe, Jackson Morgan, Caleb Coyne, and John Ackerley. 7th place, Nation's Capital, Wesley Moncton, Aiden Kim, Griffin Weisenberg, and Logan Hillman. In 6th place, Machine Aquatics, Ethan Johns, Caden Johnson, Josiah Sturgill, and Alan Bowie. In 4th place, Northern Kentucky Clippers, Max Thiessen, William Farrell, Andrew Kruger, and Tyler Rice. In 4th place, Nova of Virginia, Chance Laurie, Charles Hilton, James Artcase, and Luke Winnert. The bronze going to Rockville Montgomery, Mason Maridi, Sholimi, Jeremiah Jermosin, and Daniel Mula. Silver going to Nation's Capital, Griffin Copen, Colton Masterson, Rafael Fontana, and Matthew Cockler. And number 1, 40 big points going to Rochester Swim Club, Elliott Leisure, Hudson Brennan, Bennett, Crookberg, and Kai Joyner.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
They did, and I missed it. Thank you, though. No, we will. We'll bring it back. And, you know, I missed one. Rockville Montgomery, 12 and under gentlemen, 200 medley relay. Posted in with record time last night, 1:47.19. Starting the night off the right way, I'm telling you. Yep. And getting ready at the starting blocks, the 12 and unders for the 200 freestyle. At lane number 1, Madison Lord of the Badgers. Elena Lumens at block number 2. Carmela Devine at block number 3. Gabriela Tayankova.
Can you guys hear me?
At block number 4. Isabel Mork at block 5. Jamila Rashad at block number 6. Giselle Quash at block number 7. And Melinda Zhang at block number 8. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand
How's that?
for the national anthem.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the second night of the NCSA Age Group Championship meet. I am your guest host, Derek Ammerman, and we're looking forward to a fun evening of swimming. We are going to begin here with the girls 12 and under 200 free C final. Swimming in lane 1 is Madison Lord from Bad. In lane 2, Elena Lumens from Ozaki. Carmela Devine from St. Charles in 3. Gabby Vankova from USSC in 4. Isabella Monk from Wolf in 5. Jamila Roshad from TSA in 6. Giselle Quach from RMSC in 7. And Melinda Zhang from Ad Astra in 8. And if I'm going to go right out on a limb and apologize for anybody whose name I butcher, I do apologize for that. Looks like we're going out pretty strong here in lanes 2 and 3 with Elena and Carmela. As they come into the wall, Elena and Carmela are flipping at 58.5 and 58.7. And you can see the goofy St. Charles coaches jumping up and down there in your view. Looks like it's a really good swim so far for those two. Let's see if anybody tries to make their move on the third 50 here. It's indeed like we got several of them trying to make a move, but it looks like Carmela's starting to pull away a little bit from Elena. And 31.8 for Carmela on her split. And watching Carmela's really bringing it back strong too. Looks like Gabriella is making a move for second along with Isabel Mork. But coming home, it looks like we got Giselle Quach over there too in lane 7 making a push for second. But Carmela Devine with the win in the C final, 2:01.47. Second place is Isabel Mork from Wolf, 2:02.81. And third, Giselle Quach from Rockville, Montgomery with 2:03.04. All right, we got the B final coming up here. Mia Rizikov from Long Island Aquatic in 1. Morgan Wu, her teammate, in 2. Grace Zettler from Nation's Capital in 3. Her teammate Abigail Manier, Nation's Capital 4. Yara Subalina from Nova in 5. Vanessa Delay from Bad in 6. Long Island's Lillian Karate in 7. And Rockville Montgomery's Amelia Alcina in 8. Right now it looks like Yara and Grace are setting the tone early. Grace 27.6 out. Yara 28.0. Coming off the 75. Grace is still in the lead. Got a nice little move by Amelia Alcina in lane 8 over there. And doesn't look like Grace doesn't look like her pad activated. So I'm not sure what her split was on that. Still out in the lead, but Yara and Vanessa slowly creeping in on it. Possibly could be a new leader at the end of this 50. Grace is still holding her own. 30.3 for Vanessa. And it looks indeed as though Vanessa's taking the lead here. Yara is also making a charge. But it looks indeed like Vanessa DeLay from Bad is going to be first. Grace Zettler in second, 159.1 and 158.1. And then Yara Sibilina from Nova in third with a 159.5. As we're walking out the A finalists, it's a pretty good crew of girls. Got some really fast young swimmers here from all over the place. All right, we shall set the lanes here. Swimming in lane 1 from SFTL, Wendy LaPietra. In 2 from Rockville Montgomery, Sarah Young. In lane 3 from Lake, we've got Grayson Schindhelm. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Long Island Aquatics, Leah O'Connell, your top seed at lane 4. Right behind her from New Trier Aquatics, we've got Emma Rose. Julianne Fishman from Waukesha Express is in lane number 6. In 7 is Isla Rapcan from Rise. And in 8 from Nova, you have Charlotte Bruning. Not exactly sure what the meet record is. I don't have that information available here. Boy, these kids are charging fast. They're already going out of the gates really quick. Looks like right now, give a slight advantage to Grayson in lane 3 there. 26.7. Right behind her, Sarah Young, 26.9. Looks like Leah O'Connell starting to make a move a little bit on Grayson. Grayson still holding her own. Looks like Sarah Young down there as well. Pushing, fighting for the first top 3 spots. 29.2, 29.6, 29.5. Looks like Emma Rose is starting to make a little, make up a little bit of that deficit. Sarah Young, Leah O'Connell, racing for that top spot here. We go into the third 50 finish. We've got 29.6 for both of them. And yeah, right now it looks like Sarah Young's really turning on the afterburners. This is a great race. Both flipping nearly right together. Slight edge to go into O'Connell. Oh, look at this. Oh, man. What a great race. I can't tell who's going to win this time. It's Sarah Young, 154.94 from Rockville, Montgomery. Leah O'Connell second from Long Island Aquatics. And Grayson Schindhelm from Lake in third. Great race, ladies. How about that, guys? Starting right off the bat with a monster race. All right, up next we have the boys 12 and under 200 free. Setting the lanes, we've got Cody Lean from EST in lane 1. Lucas Bernard from SFTL in 2. Queens Luke Moran in 3. Charles Reynolds from Ozaki in 4. Thies Sinclair from Long Island Express in 5. Alexander Diamantis from Long Island Aquatics in 6. Ari Crooks from Queens in 7. And Derek Liu in lane 8. meet record for this. Oh, I've just been informed that, yes, that's right. Looks like Sarah Young just broke the meet record, old meet record, 155.06. Sarah went a 154.9, so congrats to you, Sarah. That's awesome. As we come off the 75, it looks like we've got Thies Sinclair with a slight advantage right now. And again, my apologies for anybody whose name I'm mispronouncing. And if you like what the broadcast is, my name is Derek Ammerman. If you guys don't like it, my name is Bill Shawls. So just wanted to make sure everybody heard that. Thies still has a slight advantage going in there, but it looks like Luke Moran is starting to edge up on him a little bit, as is Lucas Bernard. Actually, it looks like Lucas Bernard's taking over. Coming into the third 50, Lucas Bernard 129.0, Luke Moran 129.6. And then 129.9 for Cody Lean, who's down there in lane 1. But great battle here between Luke and Lucas. Luke starting to charge. Getting right to that finish there. It looks like indeed it's going to be Luke Bernard just touching out Lucas Bernard touching out Luke Moran. 158.8 for Lucas, 159.2 for Luke, and then lane number 7, Ari Crooks, is third at 2:00.03. Setting up the lanes now for the B final. Noah Wolfe from Nova in 1. Noah Ned from Rockville Montgomery in 2. Joaquin Gomez Liendo from SAS in 3. Isaac Fowler from Blazing Barracudas 4. Long Island Aquatics Kingston Lee in 5. Trent Abbott from Nova in 6. Liam Karowski from Machine in 7. And his teammate Brandon Kwan in lane 8. Whoa. Looks like Isaac's really pushing the charge early. Along with Noah Ned. Out 26.5, 26.7. If you guys looked at Noah Ned's stroke there, he really does a good job of catching the water with his, not just his hand, but also with his forearms. So nicely done, Noah. Isaac Fowler extending his lead. Out in the 100 at 56.1. 56.8 for Noah Ned. Right now, it doesn't look like there's much of a slowdown for Isaac Fowler. Sometimes kids are going to get tight and they're going to get tired here if they take it out too fast, but right now he still looks pretty good. A good battle coming on here for second, though, with Noah Ned. We've got Kingston Lee and Brandon Kwan up there in lane 8. So Kingston Lee closing in a little bit. 127.2 for Isaac Fowler, 128 for Kingston Lee. Coming into the wall, it looks like right now Fowler still with a little bit of a lead over Kingston Lee. Kingston's really applying the pressure here, but it looks like Isaac Fowler is going to win the B final here in a 157.08, 157.6 for Kingston Lee. And rounding out the top 3 is Liam Karowski from Machine, 158.4. So Liam with a really nice 29.8 on that last 50 to finish it out. Parading out the A finalists now for the 11 and 12 boys 200 free. going to set the lanes now. Yang Yi Lu in lane 1 from Long Island Aquatic. In 2 from Verona, Caleb Gudovich. In 3 from Nova, Daniel Bungie. In lane 4 from SA, Parker Wheeler. In 5 from Long Island Aquatic, Justin Cheng. In 6, we've got Nicholas Nishandancy from Rockville, Montgomery. In 7, we've got Ren Yanai. And in lane 8, Beckett Sloma from Academy. I know that Parker Wheeler won an event yesterday, as did Daniel Bungie. Justin Cheng was right up with him, so this figures is going to be a pretty good race here. Looks like Parker Wheeler's already setting, turning, and burning. Out in a 24-5. Wow. Oh, wow. Parker Wheeler with a really good lead here. 27-1, Daniel Bungie, 27-6, 51-6, 52-8, respectively. From this angle, it looks like Daniel's starting to catch him a little bit, but it doesn't look, I mean, to be honest, it doesn't look like he's really catching him all that much. Looks like Parker's starting to broaden his lead a little bit here as we go into the third 50, 28-0. Really nice. Daniel Bungie still in second, 121.5. Justin Cheng trying to make a move here on Daniel Bungie for second. Parker Wheeler pretty much won this from start to finish. Great swim. He's going to go a 148.19. Sheesh. 150.1 for Daniel Bungie, and Justin Cheng, 150.87. Not quite a meet record for Parker Wheeler, but meet record was a 148.03. Thomas Heilman. Parker Wheeler, 148.19. Really, really close. And now we are coming up to the, thank you, 13-14, 500 free. This is the final heat, as this is a time final event. Prelims were swum this morning. Top 5 finishers: Molly Wiedekus from Hinsdale, 506.6. Charlotte Kaner from Long Island Aquatic, 508.4. Yuri Shilko from Long Island Aquatic, 508.6. Cam Gardner from Peoria, 509.0. And Leighton Lentz from Lake Erie, 510.39. And setting the lanes. In lane 1, we've got Isabella Mason from Rockville, Montgomery. In 2, we've got Stella Tannehill from SA. In 3, we've got Lauren Canty from Long Island Aquatic. Man, those Long Island Aquatic likes their 500. Top qualifier, Harper Bartholomew from Nation's Capital. Point Aquatics, Gabby Hafner in lane number 5. Mila Fisher from Long Island Aquatic in 6. Kaya Casey in Wolf in 7. And Mara Ahern from Rockville, Montgomery in lane 8. Meet record for this set back in 2019 by Hannah Shimizu Bowers with a 448.94. As they get through this first part, I always try and tell my swimmers that I want them to go somewhat of a build throughout the 500. Your first 100 is kind of easy speed, and then each 100 gets a little bit, you add a little bit more legs, add a little bit more stroke rate as you go. So, looks like Harper's taking it out early, 26-2. Mila Fisher right there, 26-3. And then Gabriella Hafner in third from point. We're coming to the 100 now. Same three are in 1, 2, and 3. 55-5, 55-5, 55-6. 1,500 separates first through third right now. Looked like Gabriella Hafner had a really nice turn. Gabby Hafner starting to take a little bit of a lead here. Gabby Hafner, 29-4, 30.3 for Harper, 30.4 for Mila. Gabriella Hafner is really extending out her lead right now. Got Harper and Mila, battling it out there for second. Heading to the halfway mark here. Gabby Hafner just extending her lead. She was 29-7 on that last 50. Still the only one under 30. And, she just went 30.09, so I may have jinxed her there. But now we've got a little bit of fighting going on for second here with Mara Ahern and Lauren Canty starting to catch up here. Turning out to be a really good race here for second. As Gabriella Hafner continues to extend her lead. 29-9, she's back down into the 29s again, so she's having a really nice race so far. Mia Fisher is in second, and now Mara Ahern is in third. Really good race for second here. Gabby Hafner, 30.5, so just a tad off of what she's been doing. Lauren Canty now in second, and Mara Ahern in third. Got about 3 body lengths on the field as they're coming in here. 3:55.4 for Gabby, a much faster 50 in the last one. She's back down to 30.1. Looks like Lauren Canty's really getting hers down as well. She was 30.4 on that 50. So Lauren's in second, Mara Ahern in third. As we come to the last 50, Gabby Hafner, 29.6, so she's just dominating this race. Lauren Canty in second, and Mara Ahern still in third. Mila Fisher in fourth. But yeah, Gabby Hafner from Point Aquatics going to win this one. 4:54.1. Outstanding race. Lauren Canty, 5:00.54 in second. Kaya Casey nearly tracked down Mara Ahern for third. Mara with 5:00.76, and Kaya Casey in fourth. Meet record for this is 4:32.25, set by Braden Capon. 4:48. All right, so this is the boys 13:14.50 free. Top times from this morning: Elliott Leisure 4:46.4, Andrew Hodem 4:47.2, John Ackerley 4:48.1, Adam B. from Queens, 4:48.9, and Mason Merity from Rockville, 4:49.5. Top times from this morning. And we're going to set the lanes for the final here. Swimming in lane number 1, we've got Jaden Yoon from Long Island Aquatics. In 2 from Nova, we've got Gibson Jones. In 3 from Nation's Capital, Rafael Fontana. Your top seed in this from RSR, Kai Joyner. Jaden Sy from Laker Aquatics in 5. Charles Hilton from Nova in 6. CLPR's Andrew Kruger in 7. And finally in lane number 8, you've got Kyle Conboy from Laker Aquatics. So again, meet record 4:32.25. Ridiculous fast swim from Braden Capon. Let's see, Kai Joyner, the top seed, has been a 4:29. So this record could, depending on how well Kai's swimming, and he seems to have been having a good meet so far, this record could be in jeopardy. And it looks like Kai's got some company this first 50. He's got Raphael and Jaden on his hip. They are entered at Jaden 4:38. Oh, both of them, Raphael and Jaden, are both seated at 4:38s coming in. Looks like Kai has got a little bit of a lead. Look at that long, beautiful stroke that he's got. Out in 27.1 at that 50, 51.9 for the 100. Doesn't even look like he's trying. He's moving fast. Kids, if you're watching, the only thing I wouldn't recommend trying to replicate from Kai Joyner is that double breath that he does going into the wall. Raphael's still with him. 27.9 for both Raphael and Kai. 28.3 for Jaden Sy. We've got a little bit of Andrew Kruger up there in lane 7s, making a little bit of a push to try and get up there. Kai Joyner coming in, 27.8. Raphael and Jaden, 28.4s, 147.7 at the 200 for Kai Joyner. That's just ridiculous. So at the halfway mark, we're coming. Coming in, we got Kai at 27.5, 2:15.31. So he's going to have to really push this back half if he's going to want to get Braden's record here, 4:32.25. Raphael and Jaden are having a really good battle here for second. Andrew Kruger looking to try and get into that mix as well. 27.4 for Kai, 28.6, 28.5. But Andrew Kruger 28.0. So, but then you look at the guy in lane 6, the Nova kid. He looks like he's coming out of nowhere. His hand speed went up real quick. 27.5 5 for Kai Joyner. Very, very even splitting. Jaden and Raphael fighting it out for second. Charles Hilton here is coming up strong. Now racing for fourth with Andrew Kruger. Kai Joyner at 337, 84, 27. He's really going to have to push this last 100. $350 at the feet for a 75. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 26-3. Wow. He might go under 430. Best time already has been at 429.74. He's really going to have to push it, but it looks like Braden Capen's record is about to go down here. 429.78. Great swim. Congratulations, Kai, on a new meet record in that. Jaden Sy, 436.07, second. Followed closely behind by Rafael Fontana, 437.8 in third. So that was a really, really nice race, guys. Yeah, lots of fast swimming. A couple records already broken in our first session. So we're going to be doing some awards here, and then we'll be back with the breaststrokes.
New meet record for the 12 and under ladies, 200 freestyle. The old record used to be 155.06, Erin Jamel. It is now Sarah Young, 154. A whole second, almost 2 seconds in advance of what we used to have. Congratulations, ladies, and Sarah Young. Our next focus, the gentlemen's 200 freestyle. And in 8th place, Academy Bullets, Beckett Sloma. 7th place, Long Island Aquatic Club, Yangyi Liu. In 6th place, Ren Yanei of the Badger Swim Club. Caleb Gudovich of Verona Swim Team taking 5th place. 4th place, Nicholas Nishniandes of Rockville, Montgomery. In 3rd place, the bronze, Justin Chang of Long Island Aquatic Club. The silver, Daniel Bunge of Nova of Virginia. And the gold, Swim Atlanta, Parker Wheeler getting the big win, 1:48.19, the winning time he posted. And congratulations, gentlemen. The results are in for 13 and 14 ladies, 500 freestyle. In 8th place, Rockville, Montgomery, Isabella Mason. 7th place goes to Molly Widakis of Hinsdale Swim Club. 6th place to Swim Atlanta, Stella Tanhill. In 5th place, Long Island Aquatics, Mila Fisher. 4th place, Great Wolf Swim Team, Kaya Casey. The bronze going to Rockville, Montgomery, Mara Ahern. The silver to Long Island Aquatics, Lauren Canty. And the gold to Point Aquatics, Gabriella Hafner, posting in with a winning time of 4:54.12. And the gentlemen in the 500 freestyle, our next presentation. And again, a time final event. 8th place went to Jaden Yoon of Long Island Aquatic Club. 7th place goes to Gibson Jones of Nova of Virginia. In 6th place, Kyle Conboy of the Lakers Swim Club. 5th place, Andrew Kruger of North Kentucky Clippers. In 4th place, Charles Hilton of Nova of Virginia. 3rd place, Rafael Fontana, Nation's Capital. The silver going to Jaden Sy of the Lakers Swim Club. And winning the event, Rochester Swim Club, posting in with a time of 4:29.78. The record used to be 4:32. We're talking almost 3 seconds there. Braden Kappan had the record from 2023. It is now Kai Joyner, 4:29.78, the new meet record. Oh, getting ready to get and go. Turning our attention now to the 50 breaststroke
Under girls
event.
and boys 50 breaststroke, 13, 14, 100 breaststroke. Setting up your C final. You've got Haley Sosinski from Nation's Capital in 1. Margar Ahrensberger from Nova in 2. Charlotte Bruning Nova in 3. Kirsten Johnson BSC in 4. Olivia Holt Nova in 5. Academy's Boyana Czechia in 6. Julia Melanson in 7 from CRA. And Julia Lynn from Long Island Aquatic in lane number 8. In this race, it's a lot about who has the best pullouts and who can control their speed, who can get that quick kick. Looks like right now the best pullout, I would say, belongs to lane 5 in this heat, Olivia Holt. She comes charging home. Kirsten's giving her a quick run. Oh, but look at lane 2. Wow, Margar Ahrensberger with an incredible second 25. It wins at 32.78. Kirsten Johnson second, 33.25. Right behind her, Olivia Holt, 33.26. So very nice swims, ladies. Our second heat, we've got Avery Young from Hinsdale in lane 1. Rockville Montgomery's Clara Sun in 2. Reese Jensen from Wave in 3. Long Island Express Sophia Chin in 4. Pace's Hadley Livers in 5. Una Nelson from Dragon in 6. Juliana Capello, Rockville Montgomery in 7. And Isabel Mork from Wolf in 8. As we go into the 25, it looks like Reese Jensen has a slight advantage. Really good pull out there. I'm going to say Reese Jensen will probably get this. Clara Yoon will probably finish second. Yeah. And Reese Jensen, 32-2, your B final winner. Clara Yoon from Rockville Montgomery, second, 32-7. And Juliana Capello from Rockville Montgomery, third place out of lane 7. Here comes our A finalists walking to the blocks. Some of them look very determined. We are going to set the lanes. Lane 1, Callie Hirsch from Nation's Capital. In 2, Eva Garcia, Rockville Montgomery. In 3, Sienna Herrera from LCAC. Rises Isla Rapcan in 4. Set the record in the 100 breaststroke yesterday. Cordelia Pearson from Mavs in lane 5. 2 Illinois swimmers next to each other. Juliana Fishman from Waukesha Express in 6. Estelle Bergs from Wave in 7. And Melinda Zhang from Ad Astra in lane number 8. Nice surge underwater there. Isla with such a really pretty stroke. She even got a nice glide in there. She just gets so much power out of her kick. Looks like Cordelia is giving her a good race. Cordelia with a really nice underwater pullout. And it looks like Julianne Fishman over there, along with Sienna Herrera. This is a great race, guys. Oh, Isla Rapcan, 31-3. Cordelia Pearson, 31-8. And Julianne Fishman, 31-8. I'm not sure what Sienna Herrera's time was. So, and I do not have the meet record on that. So we will set up the lanes now here for the boys C final of the 12 and under 50 breaststroke. Nation Capitals, Isaac Zhu in 1. David Hall, Nation's Capital 2. Linus Hayworth, Lake Country 3. Andrew Torba, Queens in 4. Jacob Rodman, Machine in 5. Grant Brown, Madison 6. Evan Wu, Rockville Montgomery in 7. And Reed Ye in lane 8. I can't believe this is the C final. These guys are really smoking. Fast. Really nice underwater there by lane 5. That is Jacob Rodden. By lane 7, Evan Wu. And lane 4, so, wow. I mean, look at that. 31-7, 31-7, 31-9. Your winner, Evan Wu. Second, Andrew Torpa. And David Hall, third. I am going to pass the baton now to my colleague, Matt Harder with the Rise Swim Club, as he is going to take you guys through the next heat while I'm getting ready to watch one of my swimmers. So take it away, Matt.
And again, under the flags, teeth and fingernails, scoreboard says Christopher Wang, 31-4-0, that first tag in. William Acaris, the second tag in, 31-5-3, 31-6-1. Anthony Way, the third tag in. Block number 1, it's Velocity Aquatics, Jacob Yarger. Block number 7, Daniel Nedahef. At block number 2, Richard Corbisier of QNS. 6 is Justin Chang of Long Island. Block number 3, Jason Puchek of Rockville. Block number 5, Joshua Young of Rockville. And in the hot seat, Brian Sunshine of Rockville, Montgomery. Gentlemen, championship finalist, 50 breaststroke.
Out with a commanding lead. And it will be Brian Sinaya from Rockville, Montgomery taking the win in 28-71. Nice drop from this morning. Second place is teammate Joshua Jung, 30.38, and in third from Rockville, Montgomery, that is Jackson Puchek. So Rockville, Montgomery taking the sweep, also picking up fourth place finish as well. Doubling the distance now, moving on to the 100-yard breaststroke. This is the girls' 13-14 C final. Lane 1, we've got Allie Sanders. Lane 2, Rania Boxwell. Lane 3, Maeve Atwood. Lane 4, Elena Lindley. Lane 5, Lila Gallagher. Lane 6, Shaylee Duran. Lane 7, Elizabeth Streeter. And in lane 8, we have Emma Heron. Shaylee Doran seems to have the lead at the 50, 31-2-3 for her opening split. Second place, outside smoke in lane 1 is Allie Sanders. She seems to be having herself a great third 25 here. This is going to be a tight finish for our C final here. And it does look to be Allie Sanders taking the win in the C final. 106.86. That is over a 2-second drop from this morning's prelims and would have qualified her for that A final. That is a fantastic night swim out of the C final for Allie Sanders. Second is Shaylee Doran. Up on the blocks getting ready is our B final of the girls 13-1400 breaststroke. Lane 1, you've got Saxon Ransmith. Lane 2, Layla Davy Brown. Lane 3, Sophia Rogenbuck. In lane 4, Alexandra Heath. Lane 5, we have Cameron Gardner. Lane 6, Ella Marsh. Lane 7, Cadence Park. And in lane 8, Roxanne Robart. It's like Alexandra Heath will have the early lead, the only 30-point split, opening up the 130.66 on the way out for her. That's Cameron Gardner in lane 5 making a push on Alexandra. She had herself a great pullout. It's going to be tight into the finish. It is Alexandra Heath. 105.61. Cameron Gardner with a huge 34.4 second 50 split. Takes silver in this heat, 105.80. And in third place in lane 2, that's Layla Davy Brown from NCAP. Those were, again, just like in that C final, 2 second plus drops for Alexandra and Cam, respectively, in that B final. We have our A finalists parading out for the girls' 13-14 100-yard breaststroke. Lane 1, we have Reese Leiter from Lake County Swim Team. In lane 2, we've got Brooke Laxo of Rockville Montgomery Swim Club. Lane 3, we have Yuri Shilko from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane 4, we have Maya McCarney from Nation's Capital. Lane number 5, we have Lainey Alderman from Hokie Aquatics. Lane 6, we have Liza Sass from Mountain Storm Swim Team. Lane 7, we have Emmy Gudovich from Verona Area Swim Team. And rounding out our A final in lane 8, Margaret Mongovin from Ozaki. This is our A final for the girls' 13-14 100-yard breaststroke. And we are off for our A final. That is Lainey Alderman taking a controlling lead on the first 25. Maya McCarney putting some pressure on that second 25 going into this first 50. Lainey Alderman has the slight edge, 30.05. Maya McCarney right behind her, 30.24. Both girls are picking up their stroke rate a lot on this third 25. They are neck and neck going into the final pullout. Lainey Alderman coming out slightly ahead. This is a great race, and it is Lainey Alderman taking the win, 103.45. That is a huge swim. Second is Maya McCarney from Nation's Capital, 103.63. Rounding out our top 3 is Brooke Laxo from lane 2, Rockville Montgomery Swim Club. Another big swim, 2-second drop from this morning. And we are having Derek Ammerman join us back.
Thank you. That was Coach Matt Harder from Rise Aquatics in Illinois, filling in for me while my swimmer swam. We've got the boys 13-14 C final here. Aiden Kim, Nation's Capital in 1. Lucas Pastavalov from Academy in 2. Nikhil Varshni from YFD in 3. Merrick Sikora, MMSC in 4. Jackson Morden, Nova in 5. 6, Landon Bushman of Nova in 7, his teammate Preston Wong, and in 8, Moses Park from Hokie. Looks like these guys have got some really good underwaters coming out near halfway already. Gives a slight edge here to Lucas Pistovolev. Right ahead of Nikhil Varshny, right next to him. Nikhil's got a really good underwater pullout because he went in behind and came out ahead. That's why pullouts are so important. Nikhil, and we got Landon Bushman up there making a little bit of a move. Oh, wow, look at that. Whoa, Lucas Pistovolev with a incredible last 25, 00.8. Then 00.98 for Nikhil Varshny. And then Landon Bushman from Nova in third, 101.64. Really nice push at the end there by Lucas. All right. So we're setting ourselves up for the B final. Jeremiah Jermosin from Rockville Montgomery in 1. Caden Johnson, Machine 2. In 3 from Northern Kentucky, we've got Tyler Rice. Shu Emi from Rockville Montgomery in 4. Alex Abreu from Long Island Aquatic in 5. Kingston Tang from Olympia in 6. Rockville Montgomery's Joseph Shu in 7, and Northern Kentucky's Andrew Kruger in lane 8. Now, if you remember yesterday, Kingston Tang was the winner of the 200 breaststroke because of his massive monster underwaters. Right now, it looks like the Tyler Rice with the early edge, and Caden Johnson right behind him, and then Kingston Tang in third. Look at that underwater. Wow. That kid is so strong and so powerful. Tyler Rice with the slight advantage here over Kingston 10. Kingston 10 just under halfway on his, but it looks like Tyler Rice is going to finish first, followed behind by Kingston 10 and then Caden Johnson here. So Tyler Rice 0016, Kingston 10 0074, and then Caden Johnson from Machine in third with a 101.05. All right, as the A qualifiers make their way out to the pool. Some of them look really stoked. Looks like they're getting in the zone. All right, we're going to set up the lanes here. Swimming for Nation's Capital in lane 1, Colton Masterson. In 2 from New Trier, Tyler Zheng. In 3 from Nova, we've got Charles Hilton. Your top qualifier here from St. Andrews, Enrico Gazzardi. In 5, Riz Jenkins from Madison Aquatic Club. William Farrell from Northern Kentucky in 6. In 7, Hayden Rabaski from St. Charles. And in 8, you have Bennett Kruckberg. So I don't know if anybody's listening understands my Enrico Palazzo comment, but if you do, please make sure to let me know. Nice, very deep start for Enrico and for Tyler Zheng. Enrico just looks so smooth doing this. That is just a very big, natural stroke. As they come to the wall, Enrico indeed has a lead, followed by William Farrell and Riz Jenkins. Out in 26.8 for Enrico. I do not have the meet records in front of me. I apologize. Yeah, Enrico just looks like he's getting better. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of a race coming here by Riz. Kenny, not probably too little too late, but that's a great last 50 for Riz. Enrico, 57.79. Riz, 58.51. And then right behind him was William Farrell for third with a 58.63. So your winner, Enrico Gizzardi from St. Andrews. So at this moment, we're going to take a short break to do awards, and then we will be back here. Our next events are the 11 and 12 100 backstrokes and the 13-14 200 backstrokes. So we will return shortly. All right, we are back at the Rosen Aquatic Center for our C finals for the girls 12 and under 100 backstroke. Riley Wagers from Sioux Falls swim team in 1. Carmela Devine from St. Charles in 2. Charlotte Bruning from Nova in 3. Jamina Albright from Monocacy in 4. Haley Sosinski, Nation's Capital 5. Grace Turnbull, Cuyahoga Falls in 6. Abigail Manier, Nation's Capital 7. And Melinda Zhang from Ad Astra in lane 8. And this is the 100 backstroke. As we go into the first turn, it looks like lane 6, Grace Turnbull with a slight advantage so far. Looks like all of these girls have pretty solid underwaters at, for 11 and 12, assuming that they won't get even better as they get older. Wow, we got Carmela Devine here pushing Grace Turnbull. They're only 3 100ths apart. Now it looks like all of a sudden lane 3, 4, and 5 are really pushing to try and get that first spot here. Grace Turnbull with your leader. Then you got 4 racing for second here. Jamina Albright, Charlotte Bruning, Carmela Devine. Looks like Grace Turnbull is going to be first, followed by Charlotte Bruning and Carmela Devine. 101.28 for Grace, 102.34 for Charlotte Bruning, and 102.37 for Carmela Devine. So Grace there, your champion in the C final. Getting ready here for the B final. Charlotte Cadella from CCA Marlins in 1. Leah O'Connell, Long Island Aquatic in 2. Westchester's Julianne Fishman in 3. Lillian Karate from Long Island Aquatic 4. Ella Mueller Machine in 5. Elena Barron from Mavericks in 6. Sarah Stiegel, LCAC in 7. And then Lilia Helmrich in lane 8 for Wolf. One of the young ladies had an equipment issue with the backstroke start wedges, and they're off. Got some pretty quick tempos here. A lot of high stroke rates starting out this first 25. It's like right now, lane 8, Lilia Helmrich is going to either her or Elena Barron is going to be your first 50 leader. And yep, Lilia Helmrich, they were separated by 6 100ths. So now it looks like Lillian Karate is starting to make her move as well. Looks like she is going to be second behind Lilia Helmrich. As they're coming down the stretch, that's a really tight race there. Right now, Lilia looks like she's beating Lillian, but not. I stand corrected. It will be, yes, Lilia from Wolf, 101.1. Lillian from Long Island Aquatics, 101.3. And then your third place finisher is Elena Barron from Mavs, 101.7. So now we are bringing out the A finalists for the 12 and under 100 backstroke. All right, setting the lanes. We've got Olivia Browning from Nova in 1. Next to her from Long Island Aquatics, Morgan Wu. Olive Dunn, nation's capital, in 3. Your top seed, Kennedy Maston from Machine Aquatics, in 4. Macy Severud from Wolf, in 5. Grayson Schindhelm from Lake, in 6. Vanessa Delev in 7. And Collins Brock from Rise in lane 8. Kennedy, the only one under under a minute this morning. She went in at 57:39. All of them getting off the block cleanly. Very nice deep start for Kennedy, who's got those terrific underwaters. And Kennedy's going into the wall about 13 seconds. That's pretty darn quick for a 12-year-old. Kennedy already a body length lead as she goes in. Race for second looks to be between Macy and Olive. 26-8 for Kennedy. Olive Dunn and Macy 28-7 and 28-8. Kennedy coming home. Then what looks like Macy got second, and then the race for third here with Olive Dunn and looks like Vanessa Delev. 56-44.
Is that a record?
Okay. Kennedy Maston 56-44. Macy Severud 58-6. Great race, ladies. Setting up the boys 12 and under 100 backstroke. Swimming for St. Charles in lane 1, Mason Rabaski. Jason Shu from Rockville, Montgomery in 2. William Midvale from Jets in 3. Colton Horner, nation's capital, in 4. Long Island Aquatics, Yang Yi Lu in 5. Queens, Andrew Torba in 6. Rockville, Montgomery's Jordan Hernandez Fuentes in 7, and Mason Wu, his teammate, in lane 8. They're going into the first turn. William Midvale apparently did not activate his touchpad, but he does appear to be in first place. But now it's Yang Lu from Long Island Aquatic who's taken the lead going into the third turn, slightly ahead of Colton Horner. So coming towards the finish here, it looks indeed like Yang Lu is going to place first. Colton Horner right behind him. Then the race for third is really, yep. Oh, Mason Rabaski from St. Charles comes in third. Yang Lu 101.9, Colton Horner 102.1, and then 102.57 for Mason Rabaski. All right. Setting up now the B final. In lane 1 from Academy Bullets, we've got Beckett Sloma. Logan Sumrow from Nation's Capital in 2. Thies Sinclair from Long Island Express in 3. Jackson Puchek, Rockville, Montgomery 4. Eli Rabinowitz, Laker 5. Justin Liu, Long Island Aquatic 6. Durham Ditch, West in 7. And Charles Reynolds from Ozaki in 8. Okay, Eli Rabinowitz has already turned on the afterburners. And then Now it looks as though Jackson Puchek is starting to turn on his afterburners a little bit. Eli gets really good off that wall. He's got a really long, lean frame. They head into the third turn. It's a tight race between Jackson and Eli. Pretty much neck and neck. And then Thies Sinclair's right behind them. So I really can't call this one. I would say, if anything, I'd give the edge to Eli just because of his longer arms. And Eli Rabinowitz, 10003. Jackson Puchek, 10014. And Thies Sinclair, 100.50. So, very nice swim. All right. And that's setting us up now as they're parading our A finalists into the pool. I would just love for, one of these kids to walk by that camera and just start waving into it. They all look way too serious to me. Okay, let's set the lanes here. Lincoln Andrelic from Mavs Swim Club in 1. Nicole Nishananz, Rockville Montgomery in 2. Sorry, Nicole. Justin Chang from Long Island Aquatic in 3. Swim Atlanta's Parker Wheeler in 4. Raleigh Harrington from Nova in 5. Caleb Gudovich, Verona area swim team in 6. Luke Moran from Queens in 7. And rounding out the field from Nova, Charles Williams in lane 8. So Parker winning the event earlier this evening. I'm going to say he won the 200 free. That's right. So looks like he's got really good underwaters, as he did in the 200 free as well. Yeah, he's riding those waters out to that first yellow. It looks like there's a great race going on for second with 5 lanes. This is going to be real tight. So 26-8 for Parker Wheeler. Going out. Excuse me. About 2 body lengths lead right now. Parker goes into the wall. Looks like second is Raleigh Harrington. And I would give it to either Gudovich or... Yeah, I think Gudovich might end up catching Raleigh Harrington for second. Oh, wow. 56.79. Raleigh Harrington, 58.93. And Caleb Gudovich, third, 59.09. Is that a record? Okay. Not sure if that's a record or not. All right, we've got the 13-14 girls 200 backstroke. This is the C finals. Kyla Henrik from Sioux Falls in lane 1. Gabby Hafner from Point Aquatics, who won the 500 earlier, is in lane 2. Mariana de Oliveira. Yikes, sorry. Mariana in lane 3. Oriel Hall from Nova in 4. Alexis Johnson from Rockville Montgomery in 5. We've got Fast Falcons Olivia North in 6. Alicia Ann in 7 from Eagle Swim Team. And lane 8 from Long Island Aquatics, May Strasser. Hopefully she's not stressing out about this event. So it looks like Alexis in lane 5 and May Strasser are both 28.9 and 29.0. So taking it out nice and strong, but not too conservative and not too fast. Yeah, still, right now, it looks like still Alexis and May Strasser. And then we've also got Mariana in lane 3 in third there. 10061, 10015, and 1016. Alexis Johnson extending her lead a little bit, but it looks like Olivia North is really making a push this third 50 and may overtake her by the time the 50 is all said and done. So 33.7 for Alexis Johnson. Olivia North was a 32.3, so Olivia really pushing that third 50. You might have a battle for third here with Kyla Henrik and Alicia Ann, May Strasser, and Mariana. Oh, no, Mariana's making a huge comeback here on this last. So your winner, Olivia North, 206.11. Mariana in second, 206.8. And then Alexis Johnson, Rockville Montgomery, 208.3. So those are your top three in the C finalist. B final coming up. We've got Gabby Graham, Academy Bullets in lane 1. Aaron Koss, Machine Aquatics 2. Maeve Atwood, Nutrier in 3. Anna Fagans, Hinsdale in 4. Lauren Canty, Long Island Aquatic 5. Abigail Morrissey, Hinsdale in 6. Lane Jacobs, Nova Virginia 7. And Graceland Schuer from Rockville Montgomery in 8. They come into that first 25. Big crowd of them all bunched up together. So your early leader at this point looks like Abigail Morrissey. Or better yet, Gabby Graham. So yeah, Morrissey and Graham both 28-4, 28-6. If you watch Morrissey's pull, she really does grab that water really well. She's got an excellent underwater pull. And she's got a body length lead on everybody already. Next closest to her is her teammate, Anna Fagans. Morrissey out 58-4. I think she went 57 in her 100 back yesterday, so she's taking it out like a champ. So Morrissey coming on her 6th length, still has the advantage. Anna Fagans, her teammate, and then also Lane Jacobs from Nova there. She's at 130.4 at the 150. Looks like this is going to be a real nice swim for Abby Morrissey. So coming home, it's Morrissey. And it looks like Lane Jacobs second. Anna Fagans will be third. But we've got Abby Morrissey coming in, 203.25. Lane Jacobs, 205.12. Anna Fagans, 205.80. So big time drop there for Abby Morrissey from this morning. So nice swim. Nice swims, ladies. All right, as our A finalists are being paraded out here, this is going to be a very good race. Okay, setting the lanes here. In lane 1, we have Stella Tannehill from Swim Atlanta. In 2, we've got Claire Simon from Academy Bullets. In 3, we've got Charles Rivers, Annika Gupta. Patriot Aquatic Club's Ella Brace in lane 4. Nova Virginia's Natalie Tang in lane 5. In 6, from Lake Erie, Leighton Lentz. In 7, from Madison, Kelly Burke. And your 8th qualifier in lane 8, Harper Bartholomew from Nation's Capital. Should I turn it on? Really nice quick start for Natalie Tang there. As they start off, Annika Gupta looks like she's first at the first 25. Leighton Lentz second there, and then 6 girls vying for 3rd place, at least at this point in the race. Out in 28-2 for Annika. Next closest to her was Leighton Lentz at 29 flat. Annika still with a 3/4 to a full body length lead at the 100 going into the wall. Probably a little too close on that wall. She might have taken 1 stroke less. She's out in 58.6. Next closest, Leighton Lentz, 1:00.4. Annika looks like she's really pulling some strong water like Abby Morrissey was in that last heat. So, good race brewing here for second. Kelly Burke and Ella Brace. And 1:30.6 for Annika. And then Kelly Burke was I missed it, so sorry about that. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Looks as though Annika is starting to lose her legs a little bit. This is going to turn into a race. Lane 7 over there, Kelly Burke. Might be calling the outside smoke. Looks really close. Kelly Burke touches out. Annika Gupta, 2:03.3. 2:03.6. And then Ella Brace in third, 2:04.41. So nice back half by Kelly Burke there to win that 200 backstroke. She looks pretty happy, too. All right. Getting you ready for the boys 13-14 200 backstroke C final. Swimming for machine in lane 1, Alan Bew. Christian Wright from Skystream in 2. Griffin Weisenberg, Nation's Capital, in 3. Ethan Johns from Machine Aquatics in 4. J. Cole Davini from Rockville, Montgomery in 5. Riz Jenkins from Madison in 6. Long Island Aquatics, Ryan Yao in 7, and his teammate Finn Reagan is in lane 8. So Ethan John setting the pace early. Out in 27-1. Jay Cole behind him, 27-5. And then Finn Reagan in lane 8, 27-6. So we coming up to the halfway point. Still looks the same. We've got Ethan, J. Cole, and Finn, 1, 2, and 3 going into the 100 turn. Although Christian Wright is right there. So looks as though J. Cole's starting to make a little bit of a move on Ethan. Coming to the 150. J. Cole may or may not have the lead after this 50. Looks like they're going in pretty even. 128-1, 128-2, 4 100 separating. And then Finn Reagan over there in lane 8 in third. Right now, J. Cole has the advantage coming off that wall. Ethan's making a strong push, but it looks like it's going to be J. Cole Davini, your champion in the C final for 200 back. Ethan Johns, or J. Cole Davini, 158.2. Ethan Johns, 159.2. And in third was Griffin Weisenberg coming in at the end with a really nice split, 2:00.04. So very nice swims, fellas. Now we're setting up for the B final. Nicholas Ilanta from Swim Fort Lauderdale in 1. Arlington Aquatics, Aaron Quang in 2. Kipton Helmrich from Wolf in 3. Griffin Keppen from Nation's Capital in 4. Gibson Jones from Nova in 5. Hunter Humbert, Academy Bullet 6. Jonas Hine, his teammate in 7. And John Denahy from Nova in 8. So most of these guys were under 2 minutes this morning. Setting the tone early, Kipton and Griffin, lanes 3 and 4. Kipton with a stroke rate that is a little faster than, I don't coach him, so I wouldn't know, but it looks a little faster than I'd be comfortable with at the first 50. But as long as it works for him, that's the important thing. Gibson Jones now moving into second place. And then third, it looks like Hunter Humbert. Aaron Quang and so coming off Kipton, 55.0. Gibson, 55.8, 56.5 for Hunter Humbert. And now it's looks like it's Gibson Jones making his move on the third 50. Kipton holding his own with him. So Kipton will still be leading at the end of this 50 with 150 to go. 700 separating the two of them. So looks as though Jones has a small lead going in. And then coming off the wall, it would appear the same. Race for third is pretty solid. Looks like that would be Hunter Humbert from Academy that's going to get into third. So Gibson Jones, 154.01 from Nova. Kipton Helmrich held on, so great swim for him, 154.3. And Hunter Humbert, 156.7 for third place. All right. We're getting the athletes parading out the A finalists for this 200 backstroke. Looks like these guys are ready to do some business. All right. Setting up the lanes. In lane 1, we have Andrew Hodem from Nova Aquatics. His teammate in lane 2, we got Chance Lowry. In 3, Kai Joyner, the winner of the 500 earlier. Rochester. Rafael Fontana, Nation's capital, your top seed in 4. Elliott Leisure from Rochester in 5. Rockville's Mason Maridi in 6. James Arcaris in 7 from Nova. And Charles Hilton from Nova in lane 8. So Kai and Elliott setting the tone early. Both have really long, really smooth looking backstrokes. Their heads aren't moving very much. Means a lot less drag going through the water. Both of them out 25.5 for Kai, 25.6 for Leisure. Looks like Leisure has a little bit of a slight advantage on his teammate. Well, if they had an all backstroke relay, these guys would be it. Okay. Leisure 53.1, Joyner 53.2. So it's the reverse of the first 50, where Leisure's actually ahead after that 50. And they show no signs of slowing down. Elliott Leisure extending his lead just a little bit, 120.3 to a 120.6. Leisure's really putting on the stroke rate clinic now. Elliott Leisure is going to win this in a fantastic time of 147.08. Sheesh. 149.10 for Kai Joyner. 153.6 for Rafael Fontana. That's your top 3 right there. I'm not sure if that's a record or not. I'm going to bet that it was, but I don't know for sure. Probably owned at one time by Braden Capon. So that will do it for the backstrokes. We're up next with the 12 and under 200 flies and the 13, 14, 50 flies. So we'll be back here in a few.
And our first focus at the award stand. The ladies 12 and under 100 backstroke. In 8th place, Olivia Browning of Nova of Virginia. 7th place, Collins Brock of Rise Aquatics. In 6th place, Morgan Wu of Long Island Aquatics. In 5th place, Grayson Schindelham of Lake Country Swim Team out of Wisconsin. 4th place goes to Vanessa DeLev of Badger Swim Club. Into the medals now. The bronze going to Nation's capital, Olive Dunn. The silver to Great Wolf Swim Team, Macy Severud, posted in with a 58.63. And number 1, posting in with a 56.44. And I got to stop right there because the record used to be 56.84, Abby Carr. It is now Machine Aquatics, Kennedy Maston, 56.44. Congratulations. And our focus now with the gentlemen. 12 and under 100 backstroke. In 8th place, Nova of Virginia, Charles Williams. 7th place goes to QNS Aquatics, Luke Moran. In 6th place, Justin Chang of Long Island. In 5th place, Nicholas Nishniandis of Rockville, Montgomery. In 4th place, Lincoln Andrulik of Maverick Swim Club. Into the medals, the bronze going to Caleb Gudevich of Verona Area Swim Team. The silver to Raleigh Harrington of Nova of Virginia. And winning the event, posting in with a winning time 56.79, Parker Wheeler of Swim Atlanta getting the gold. And presenting now the ladies 13 and 14 for the 200 free backstroke. In 8th place, Academy Bullets, Simon Clare. 7th place, Natalie Tang of Nova of Virginia. 6th goes to Stella Tannehill of Swim Atlanta. In 5th place, Harper Bartholomew of Nation's Capital. 4th place, Leighton Lentz of Lake Erie. The bronze to Patriot Aquatics, Ella Brace. The silver to Annika Gupta of Charles River Aquatics. And the gold, the big points, going to Madison Aquatic Club, Kelly Burke. And our next focus, the gentlemen, 13 and 14, 200 backstroke. And doing the Walk of Fame once again, in 8th place, James Arcaris of Nova of Virginia. 7th place goes to Chance Laurie of Nova of Virginia. Andrew Hodham, Nova of Virginia, in 6th place. In 5th place, Charles Hilton, Nova of Virginia. 4th place goes to Mason Maridi of Rockville, Montgomery. 3rd place to Rafael Fontana of Nation's Capital. The silver to Rochester Swim Club, Kai Joyner. And winning the event, Rochester Swim Club, posting in with a winning time, 1:47.08, and I'm getting excited because the record used to be 1:47.49. Thomas McMillan posted last year. Right now, it's Elliott Leisure, Rochester Swim Club, 1:47.08, our new record holder. And with that, turning our focus back to the competition course, getting ready for the 200 Butterfly Series. The 12 and under ladies are C finalists at the starting blocks. Jennifer Burke at block number 1, Caroline Downs at block 2, Mia Bayan at block number 3, block 4, Hadley Reiner, Leah Hawkins at 5, Sydney Chang at 6, Paula O'Brien at block number 7, and Ashley Bringle at block 8.
Downs, Nation's Capital, in 2. Mia Bayan from Hinsdale in 3. Rockville Montgomery's Hadley Reiner in 4. Leah Hawkins from Swim United in 5. Sydney Chang from Rockville Montgomery in 6. Northwest Arkansas's Paula O'Brien in 7. And Ashley Bringle from Long Island Aquatic in 8. Nice clean start for the girls here. The key for this race, for all of you young ones that are listening, is you need to control your first 100, especially when you're young. If you take it out too fast, you are going to die a very glorious and painful death. Now, everybody here is nice, long, smooth strokes. Their stroke rate is nice and low, keeping it slower, conserving their legs so that they have enough energy to finish the race on the last 100. The hard part about this race, I would say, is that when you first initially start doing it, you might do too long underwaters, and then you're not going to have any oxygen to be able to finish the race. So you want to be able to train that in practice, to be able to hold your breath longer, so that by the time the race is, in your third and fourth 50, your cells are still oxygenated and you're still able to finish through. So Paula O'Brien is in first at the 100. Right behind her was Leah Hawkins from swim. Paula O'Brien with some really nice underwaters here. And Ashley Bringle is bringing it on this third 50. As is, looks like Leah Hawkins, And they're coming home. It looks like Bringle's bringing it even more. Paula O'Brien's trying to hold off. And then it was Mia Bayon. Okay. So coming off that last wall, Ashley Bringle, Paula O'Brien are really bringing it home as hard as they can. Oh, and look at Mia. Mia in lane 3 is going to sneak in for the win. Look at that. Oh, Paula O'Brien just touches her out. 222.10, 222.19 for Mia, and 222.26 for Ashley Bringle, top 3. 1,600 separating in a 200 fly. That is tough. Well done, ladies. Then you also had Sydney Chang there with a 222.99. So, good work. Now we got girls 12 and under 200 fly B final. Allie Gorzik from Wolf in 1. Annie Hugh from Rockville Montgomery in 2. Joy Liang, Rockville in 3. Ariana Wong from Machine in 4. Paige Koner from Long Island Aquatic in 5. Chloe Sushaud from Nation's Capital 6. Caroline Boyd, Nova in 7. And Quinn Baroni from Rochester in lane 8. Wow. Yeesh. Ariana Wong is really taking it out fast. I mean, 29.7. Whew. That's I hope she can hold on to this, but I got a feeling she might be hitting the struggle bus toward that last 50. But man, she is moving. We got a nice race for pretty much second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. I'd give the edge to Joy Liang for second right now. But Ariana Wong, wow, 103.1. And then 107.1 for Joy, Paige 106.8, and then Chloe 106.7. Boy, if this girl holds on, man, this is something. Holy Toledo. Great race going on here for second right now with Chloe, Paige, and Joy. 35.4, so she's still bringing it, Ariana Wong. So that's impressive that she can hold on to that speed for that long. Come on, girl, don't fade now. You've been busting it up for a 175. And it looks like Joy with a slight advantage. No, correction. I'm sorry, Paige with a slight advantage. And Ariana Wong's going to win this. This is the B final. 2:15 in a B final? Holy crap, man. 2:15.2. 2:17.8 for Paige Koner. And then 2:18.9 for Chloe Sushoud. So, 2:15 in a B final. All right. Parading out now the A finalists. Got the old cowboy hat there. A couple of girls that need to smile a little bit more. All right, Suvi Kidhart from Long Island in 1. In 2, Olivia Holt from Nova in 3. We've got Lilia Helmrich from Wolf. Your top qualifier, Sarah Young from Rockville, Montgomery. In 5, Long Island Aquatics, Morgan Wu. Sienna Herrera from LCAC in 6. Wendy La Pietra from SFTL in 7. And in lane 8, Yara Subalina from Nova. Swim Fort Lauderdale. That's where Wendy La Pietra is from. Sienna Herrera's start and underwaters off that block were really nice. Looks very smooth. Sarah Young's also got really good motion in her underwaters, good control of her body, uses her whole body, doesn't go past her silhouette. Right there. Looks like Sienna and Sarah are first and second. Sarah's length on her stroke looks really good. Lilia Helmrich making a move on this second 50 here, trying to catch up to Sarah Young. Sarah's out 00.8. 101.8 for Morgan Wu and Lilia 102 flat. Boy, Sarah looked, I mean, they all, right now still, they look really good. Only thing I would say is it looks like Sarah's getting tired enough where her feet are coming out of the water. You want to try and limit that as much as possible, but she's still getting so much power out of those kicks. So 133.8. Sarah's just letting her hips, keeping her hips up, letting her chest and shoulders press down and forward. Oh, look at this. Sienna and Morgan. Sienna's challenging for second. .208.56, Sarah Young, outstanding swim. And second, wow, Morgan, I don't know how that happened, but Morgan touched out Sienna 2:12.16, 2:12.27. So great race, ladies. Now we're moving on to the 12 and under 200 fly. For boys, C final. Callum Clark, Northern Lakes in lane 1. Colin Gensler, Mavs in 2. Harrison Kenyon, Rockville Montgomery in 3. Joaquin Gomez Liendo from St. Andrews in 4. Mason Rabaski, St. Charles in 5. Luca Stanko from Long Island Aquatic in 6. Hunter Wessel, New Trier in 7. And Noah Ned, Rockville Montgomery in 8. So it looks like these guys are nice and controlled to start. Nobody has like a really high intense stroke rate yet. 4 of them within 3/10. Middle 4, Harrison, Joaquin, Mason, and Luca. It's a tough double, having to swim the 200 flies in 11 and 12 in the prelims and the finals. At the wall, 104.4 to 105.1 separates first and fourth. So, looks as though Mason is stretching it out a little bit along with Joaquin. Mason first, Joaquin right behind him off the wall. Then Luca and Harrison. Mason starting to separate himself a little bit from Joaquin, and we get into that last 50 going in. 100 separating Harrison and Luca for third right now. Mason Rabaski, assuming that he can hold on here, is going to have himself a really nice swim. And it looks as though Harrison's challenging Joaquin for second place now. Although I will say Joaquin had a really nice wall there. I can hear those goofy St. Charles coaches yelling for their guy. Yeah, 2:16.49 for Mason Rabaski. Harrison Kenyon second, 2:18.01, and right behind him is Joaquin Gomez Liendo from St. Andrews, 2:18.12. It's like Mason's a little tired, but happy with that swim. All right, we're going to set up the lanes now for the B final. Daniel Nadelhaft from Rockville Montgomery in 1. William Arcarice, Nova in 2. Robert Washburn from NCAP in 3. Thies Sinclair from Long Island Express, his third event today. Yikes. In 4. Lincoln Andrelic, Mavs in 5. Trenton Abbott, Nova in 6. Madison's Grant Brown in 7. And Long Island Aquatics' Luke Meehan in lane number 8. Imagine swimming the 500 and one of the backstrokes, and then having to come back in your 6th event of the day or 5th event of the day, 5th swim of the day has to be the 200 fly. That's tough. Thies Sinclair is tough. Looks like Thies and Lincoln right now with the early lead. Keeping really good, solid techniques right now. Lincoln Andrelic from Mavs, your leader at 101.30. And extending his lead on Thies Sinclair. All right, Lincoln Andrelic, Mavs is really putting on a clinic here. Looks coming in the wall, 135.0. And Thea Sinclair in his 5th swim of the day, maybe 6th. He could have even been on a relay. Right behind him there. Battle for 3rd starting to, well, not really. 3rd place is going to go to Robert Washburn. But yeah, Lincoln Anderlich just, and he's still got some stuff left. He's bringing it home like a champ. Oh, I stand corrected. Robert Megan, 2nd. 2:10.56 for Lincoln Anderlich. Robert Washburn, 2:13.43, and Thea Sinclair, 2:14.12. So very nice work, gentlemen. All right. They're marching the A finalists out. The toughest of the tough, I say, Jeremy. 200 flyers. Long course. All right. Looks like a good crew, pumped up, ready to go. It looks like a couple girls back there are excited that they got their hand touched by one of the kids. Let's set up the lanes here. Anthony Y. from Nation's Capital in 1. Kingston Lee from Long Island Aquatic in 2. Logan Lynn from Machine Aquatics is in lane 3. Parker Wheeler, another swim for him today. Swim Atlanta in 4. Daniel Bungie, Nova Aquatics in 5. Caleb Goodovich from Verona in lane number 6. Raleigh Harrington from Nova in 7. And Noah Wolfley from Nova in lane 8. As soon as we get done with this event, I'm going to hand the controls over to my friend Jeremy Meserole, who's going to take you through the 50 flies, as I have a swimmer that's getting ready to swim in those. So Parker Wheeler setting the tone early, along with Daniel Bungie. Now it looks like Logan Lynn for 3rd going into the 50. 26-1. Wow. 26-9 for Daniel. Parker Wheeler's definitely been doing a lot of good swimming down in Atlanta. Well, I guess I should say up in Atlanta because I'm technically south of Atlanta right now. So, Parker Wheeler, Daniel's right on his hip. Daniel looks very smooth, keeping his stroke nice and clean. About a half or 4/10 faster than Parker at the at that 50. Logan Lynn still holding on to 3rd. Parker and Daniel coming off that 5th wall. I'm not sure what the meet record is for this. I'm sure these guys are going to be close if they don't already have it. But this is a great race, 32-0, 32-6. So Parker took a little bit back on that 50, but Daniel's still right on his feet. If he can stay with it. So Parker going into the wall, got a body length lead. Oh, it looks like lane 8, Noah Wolfley from Nova has claimed that 3rd place spot. So Parker Wheeler will win this in 2:01.79. Golly. 2:04.71 for Daniel Bungie. Sheesh. And a 2:10.11 for Noah Wolfley. So 2:01.7, that's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm going to turn it over to my friend Jeremy, who's going to take you through the 50 flies, and we'll be back in a little bit.
All right. Well, I apologize for what's going to go down in the next 3 minutes, but they pulled probably the worst guy possible to do commentary for you off of this pool deck. And here we go into the girls 13, 14, 50 flies. In lane 1, we have Ella Hudson. Lane 2, Hayden Cruzy. Lane 3, Sarah Brashears. Lane 4, Anna Beatty. Lane 5, Claire Simon. Lane 6, Ella Marsh. Lane 7, Emma Heron. And lane 8, Angelina Remus. Dead heat at the turn. And a pretty tight finish. But Hayden Cruzy's going to take it, 26-38, followed by Ella Marsh, 26-44, and Claire Simon from Academy Bullets, 26-46. Moving on to the B final. In lane 1, we have Sophia Rogenbuck. Lane 2, Margaret Hepper. Lane 3, Catherine Rosenbaum. Lane 4, Mariana Dioliveria. Lane 5, Erin Cass. Lane 6, Isabella Mason. Lane 7, Emmy Gudavish. And lane 8, Ananya Kundu. Great underwaters out of lane 4 and lane 5. It's looking like lane 4, Mariana Dioliveria, 26-18, followed by Emmy Gudavish, 26-26, and Erin Cass from Machine, 26-36. And we're bringing out our A finalists in the girls 13-14 50-yard butterfly. In lane 1, we have Madison Southwell from Rise Aquatics. Lane 2, Alexis Johnson from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane 3, Cam Gardner from Peoria Area Water Wizards. Lane 4, Julia Back from QNS Aquatic Club. Lane 5, Eva Hughes from Blazing Barracudas. Lane 6, Addison Spigner from Swim Atlanta. In lane 7, Liza Sass from Mountain State. And in lane 8, Amanda Tedesco from QNS. That's lane 4, Julia Back out to a fast start, followed closely by Eva Hughes. Great underwater kicks out of lane 4. And it is Julia Back leading from wire to wire, 24-72, followed by Eva Hughes in the 25-19, and Cam Gardner with the 25-30. Moving on to event 36, the boys 13-14 50-yard butterfly. In lane 1, we have Lucas Zhao. Lane 2, Marcos Mastronicolas. Lane 3, Sign Lee. Lane 4, Kevin McMaster. Lane 5, Joseph Zhu. Lane 6, Evangelos Diamantis. Lane 7, Vincenzo Sciano. Lane 8, Nicholas Spirnausiuk. That's lane 3 with the great turn. And touches the wall first in the 24.50, followed by Nicholas from Hinsdale in the 24.55, and Kevin McMaster from Long Island in 24.73. Moving on to the B final, we've got Caden Hammond in lane 1 from Ole. Nikhil Varshney, lane 2. Matthew Kokler, lane 3. James Arcarcery, lane 4. Dylan Pino, lane 5. Andrew Kruger, lane 6. Chance Lowry, lane 7. And Bennett Kruckenberg, lane 8. That's a nice low, fast turn in lane 4. And it is lane 4, James Arcaris from Nova, 24.29, followed by Bennett Kruckenberg, 24.32, and Matthew Kokler, 24.44. Marching down our A finalists in the boys 13-14 50-yard butterfly. Our A finalists in lane 1 from Northern Kentucky Clippers, we've got William Farrell. Lane 2 from Machine, Josiah Sturgill. Lane 3 from Nation's Capital, Rafael Fontana. Lane 4 from Rockville Montgomery, Jeremiah Jermosin. Lane 5 from Lakers, Jaden Sy. Lane 6 from Rockville Montgomery, Daniel Mulla. Lane 7 from Rockville Montgomery, Salim Erickson. And in lane 8 from Maverick, Hudson Lubinsky. Out like a shot in lane 4 is Jeremiah Jermosin from Rockville. But here comes lane 3. Jeremiah holds on for the win, 22.75, followed by Rafael Fontana from NCAP, 23.11, and Daniel Mulla from RMSC, 23.38. Now we move on to an awards break.
And what a great event, this 200 butterfly. I can't say enough about the distance and the stroke. Our champions in 8th place, Suvi Kidhart of Long Island Aquatics. 7th place goes to Yara Sibulinia of Virginia. In 6th place, Wendy LaPetra of Swim Fort Lauderdale. In 5th place, Olivia Holt, Nova of Virginia. 4th place, Lilia Helmrich of Great Wolf Swim Team. The bronze goes to Long Island Aquatics, Morgan Wu. The silver to Low Country Aquatics, Sienna Herrera. And the winning time, 2:08.56, Sarah Young, Rockville, Montgomery, getting the gold in the big points. Presenting now the gentlemen 12 and under for the 200 butterfly. 8th place going to Raleigh Harrington of Nova of Virginia. 7th place to Caleb Gudovich of Verona Area Swim Team. In 6th place, Anthony Way of Nation's Capital. 5th place, Kingston Lee of Long Island Aquatics. In 4th place, Logan Lynn of Machine Aquatics. The bronze, Nova of Virginia, Noah Wolf. The silver, Daniel Bunge of Nova of Virginia. And number 1, the big points, posting in at 2:01.79, the official time, Swim Atlanta, Parker Wheeler. And our next presentation, the 13 and 14 ladies, 50 butterfly. In 8th place, Mountain State Storm Swim Team, Lisa Sass. 7th place, Rockville Montgomery, Alexis Johnson. In 6th place, QNS Aquatics, Amanda Tedesco. 5th place, Rise Aquatics, Madison Southwell. In 4th place, Swim Atlanta, Addison Spiegner. The bronze going to Cameron Gardner of Peoria Aerial Water Wizards. The silver to Blazing Barracudas, Eva Hughes. And the gold, a new meet record. The record used to be 24.73, Zoe Scribble. It is now 24.72 by 1/100th of a second. Julia Back of QNS Aquatics, our new record holder. And our next presentation, the gentlemen 13 and 14. In 8th place, Maverick Swim Club, Hudson Lebinsky. 7th place, Northern Kentucky, William Farrell. No 6th place, we had a tie for 5th, Salem Erickson and Josiah Sturgeon. Salem swimming for Rockville Montgomery, Josiah swimming for Machine Aquatics. 4th place going to Jaden Sy of Laker Swim Club. The bronze to Daniel Mula of Rockville Montgomery. The silver to Rafael Fontana of Nations Capital. And the gold, the big points, going to Rockville, Montgomery, Jeremiah Jermosin. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got some unfinished business to take care of here. Apparently earlier today, we had several heats of the 12 and under girls 200 freestyle relay. We left 2 heats available tonight. Heat number 3 behind the starting blocks. It's relay time.
Nations Capital B in 2. Fort Lauderdale A in 3. Nova B in 4. Rockville Montgomery B in 5. Wolf A in 6. Hinsdale A in 7. And LCAC A in lane number 8. Each swimmer, there's 4 swimmers swimming 4 lengths of the pool. All freestyle. Very clean start for each team. So strategy here is very crucial in these types of events because not if you don't know what you're, oh, excuse me, I said 4 lengths. These guys are doing the 200 free relay. My bad, it's only 2 lengths. But anyway, strategy here is very important. Where you put your fastest swimmer can almost determine whether or not you guys are going to win the heat and eventually the race. If you have 4 strong swimmers, that's always a bonus. If you have 2 studs and 2 decent swimmers, you have an opportunity to win a relay. But a lot of it depends on where you put your fastest swimmer. A lot of teams in the past have always wanted to put their fastest swimmer on the 4th leg, the anchor leg as we call it. There are others who will, lately it seems like putting them 1st or 2nd seems to be the key to get a clean water, fresh water out in front, like what we have here from Nova. The Nova B relay, 26-2 for that split, for Nova's split. So Nova just looks to have a really solid B relay here. It's like Nova's crowd is getting into it pretty well too. Rockville Montgomery's B relay is going to finish 2nd. And then third, Nations Capital B touches out Fort Lauderdale by 1/100th of a second. All right. That was quick. That's fast swimming. 1:44.1. All right. Our final heat. Maverick Swim Club A in 1. Nations Capital A in 2. Nova of Virginia A in 3. Rockville Montgomery A in 4. They're all A relays in this. So Ozaki in 5. Long Island Aquatic in 6, Rise in 7, and Machine in 8. It's like coming off the wall, maybe lane 3 and 6 have a slight advantage. That is Nova and Long Island Aquatic. Coming into the wall, 25-6, 25-8. Really good underwaters there from lane number 6, 2nd swimmer, Long Island Aquatic. So, looks like, I'm sorry, that's Ozaki who's in the lead. My mistake. Ozaki and Nova are in the lead right now. 25-1, the fastest split there from Ozaki. So I'm wondering if they put their fastest swimmer second to get the lead, to see if their third and fourth swimmer could hold off. Looks like the Rise coaches are rising. Looks like a great race coming here. You got, oh man, 117.6, 117.6, 117.6, 117.7. This is a great race, people. Coming off the wall, it looks like Ozaki and Rockville. Is she going to be able to get her down? Does she have enough? In the end, it is Ozaki. 142.01, 142.2. And third was Nova, 143.2. So that was nice, exciting relay. I love when they put the relays last and they're exciting like that. Boring relays aren't very fun. All right. We've got the boys 12 and under 200 free relay now. We've got two final heats. Let's set the lanes here. Swimming for Long Island Aquatics in lane 1, the B relay. Nova's B in 2. Nation Capital B in 3. Lake A relay in 4. Mavs A relay in 5. Nutrier A relay in 6. Machine B relay in 7. And in lane 8, Lions Aquatics. All right, after a small little disturbance in the force, the boys are ready to go. A few noises in the back that caused lane 2 to start prematurely, but he's back up on the block and he's off. Looks as though Mavs are starting off their relay nice and quick, along with Nation's Capital. I wonder if that's Lincoln Andrelic swimming for the Mavs right now. 24-7, 25-2-1 for the Nation Capital swimmer. And here comes Lake Country. As they come into the second to third exchange. Looks like, a tie, 51-08 for both Nation's Capital and Lake Country. It looks like some officials are really breathing quite heavily. And Lake Country is taking over here, but Nation's Capital's starting to come back here. Great exchanges there. So who's going to be able to bring it home? Looks as though Lake Country is going to be able to survive and advance. No pun intended on the NCAA tournament. But, Nation's Capital's closing. Don't think he's got enough real estate, but he's charging hard. 142.85 for Lake Country, 143.3 for Nation's Capital B, and then right behind them, the Nova B out of lane 2. So, All right, we've got the last final for the 12 and under boys 200 free relay. Rockville Montgomery's B relay in lane number 1. Queens Aquatic Club A relay in 2. Nova A in 3. Rockville Montgomery's A in 4. Nation Capitals A in 5. Long Island Aquatic A in 6. Patriot A in 7. And Machine Aquatics A in 8. A very nice start by lane number 8. Like, he was really quick with his reaction time. And right now, Nova and Rockville setting the pace along with Long Island Aquatics. Long Island and Nova should be 1-2 here. 23-6, 23-7. Rockville Montgomery had 24-2. Looks like Nova's got the lead coming here. And, wow, Long Island. Oh, look at lane number 8, Machine Aquatics. They had some stud relays yesterday as well. So you got a tie for third with Long Island Aquatic and Machine. Second is Rockville Montgomery, and Nova's leading the way right now. But, oh, what a turn for Rockville Montgomery. And Nova, Rockville Montgomery and Nova coming into the final swimmer. Then right behind him, Nation Capital. Rockville Montgomery is going to pick up the win here. And it looks like Nova's going to hold off Nation's Capital for third place. So 136.43, 138.77 for Nova, and Nation's Capital 139.22. These are 11-12s, and they're going, 23-2, Rockville Montgomery's last swimmer. All right, move on to the final 2 events of the evening. 13-14 400 free relays. Setting up the lanes here in lane 1, Mavericks A. Charles River A in 2. Machine Aquatics A in 3. Eagle Swim Team A in 4. Nation Capital B in 5. Rockville Montgomery B in 6. Ole Swimming's A in 7. And Arlington Aquatics A in lane number 8. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Sophia is the name of the Ole swimmer that's going to be going first. Top times from this morning for this. Long Island Aquatic B, 340.294. Machine B, 344.95. And Verona B, 345.72. So, looks like NCAP. Seems like a familiar theme. NCAP and Rockville Montgomery, along with Eagle. Okay, nice four-way race here for first. We've got Machine, Eagle, NCAP, and Rockville. Machine and NCAP A little bit quicker on that first 50. Flip at the feet. Looks indeed like it's still NCAP and Machine with a slight lead over Eagle and Rockville Montgomery. $148.2, $148.8, $149.3. Got some ridiculously fast hands coming out of a couple of those lanes. When you guys are swimming hundreds or 200s in a relay, you don't have, if you're behind, you don't have to catch up to them in that first 25. So just some school of thought. You've got a whole 100 to make ground up on them. Is always my biggest downfall as a swimmer. So right now, Machine looks as though Eagle is starting to make a move for that second spot. This is a really good race so far. Machine on top, right behind him, Eagle, and Rockville Montgomery, and then Nation's Capital. Oh man, this crowd's going to get nuts if they stay this close to each other. Right now, Machine's got about a half a body length lead, and it's going to be tight. If she tightens up any, I'm seeing a whole lot of coaches jumping up and down, screaming. Uh-oh. Nation's Capital making a move. Not going to quite have the distance to catch up with Machine. Machine, your winner in this B final, so to speak. 338.35, 339.09, 339.50 for Eagle. All right. The final heat of this event. Setting the lanes, Verona in lane number 1. Long Island Aquatic in 2. Hinsdale in 3. Nation's Capital in 4. Queens Aquatic in 5. Rockville Montgomery in 6. Nova Virginia 7. And Academy Bullets in lane number 8. I think Queens might be leading off Julia back. But the Nation's Capital girls right with her, 24-5, 24-7. Yeah, she was out in a 52, or she swam a 52 in the 100 free yesterday, I think. She's pretty quick. 51.04. She might have been 50 point. I think she was 50 point yesterday, but 51.8 for Nation's Capital. Nation Capital swimmers starting to make a small move on the Queens girl. Wish I knew their names. I apologize for not having the sheets with their names on them. Here we go. Nation's Capital starting to overtake the Queens Aquatic swim team. Well, actually, they're dead even right now. Nation's Capital, slight advantage, probably a half a body length lead going into the third leg. And followed behind by Hinsdale, who's in third, and Long Island Aquatic in fourth. Queens girls holding on with her. 25-5, 25-9. Only 4/10 slower. Coming into the backstretch here. Nation's Capital's taking about a body length lead here on the Queens. And then you've got Hinsdale here making a move for third. Or, excuse me, for second. So Nation's Capital firmly in control. That Queens swimmer's not letting her out of her sight. Hinsdale's trying to hold on to their third place. Long Island Aquatics trying to push for that third place. But yeah, Nation's Capital coming home. And Queens will stay in second. And Hinsdale will keep their third place spot. 3:29.58. 3:85 for Queens and 3:34.45 for Hinsdale. So, nice job, ladies. Final event of the evening. We have the boys 13-14 400 free relay. This is heat number 1. In lane 1, we've got Long Island Express. In 2, we've got Long Island Aquatic Club B. Academy Bullets A in 3. Nova Virginia B in 4. Nation's Capital B in 5. Long Island Aquatic A in 6. New Trier Aquatic A in 7. And Monocacy Aquatic in A relay in lane 8. So we got Nova and Long Island Aquatic setting the early tone. (24-2, 24-5). Looks like Academy's starting to pick up their stroke rate. Academy and Nova, 1-2 respectively. 50.2, 50.4. So Jackson Capon leading off for that Academy relay. And can't tell who that is in the water. Holding off right now, Nova's B relay. Got a nice, fast, quick kick. Nova's starting to make a move here on that third leg. Academy Nova going back and forth right now. Nation's Capital is in third at the moment. Academy still with the lead. 139.6, 140.4. So Academy starting to extend their lead a little bit. Got about 3/4 of a body length lead right now on Nova B. And somebody, looks like Long Island Aquatic A is pushing Nation's Capital for that 3rd spot. So still at 3/4 of body length lead here for Academy as the last swimmers enter the water. (23-8), 23-7 for the Nova, so if he's got a few more tenths in there, he could probably use them. Nation Capital still holding on to 3rd over Long Island Aquatic A. It's going to be a great race. Academy Nova right now. Does he have enough left? Does he have enough real estate? And Academy touching him out by 800ths. 3:19.22, 3:19.30. Great race there. Nation's Capital B relay ended up 3rd, 3:22.63. So good work for the Academy Bullets on that one. And we've got our final heat of the evening, the last final for this 400 free relay. We've got Ole swimming in lane 1. Rockville Montgomery's B relay in 2. That is the only B relay in this heat. Nova Virginia in 3. Rockville Montgomery in 4. Nation's Capital in 5. Machine in 6. Northern Kentucky in 7. And Rochester in lane 8. Got to keep an eye on that Rochester relay because they got 2 really fast dudes there. Leisure and Joyner, so should be interesting. As is Northern Kentucky, who had nice relays yesterday as well. So those 3 teams look like they're going to be first at the wall after the first leg of this relay. Northern Kentucky with a slight advantage maybe over Rockville, but nope. Rockville first. Oh, they tied, 47-87. 2 guys going 47-8 as 14-year-olds or even 13. So Northern Kentucky, Rockville. Northern Kentucky has the advantage now. Very slightly. About 3/10. And you got to watch out for that guy in lane 8 up there. I wonder if that's Joyner or Leisure. So Rockville Montgomery took back the lead, and Nation Capital guy is moving them into second right there. That was a really good relay leg for the Nation Capital dude. I think they've got Joyner going last. I cannot tell, though. But right now, this is a great race shaping up between NCAP and Rockville. And a great race for second here between Northern Kentucky and Nova. With Machine making a move, as, you know, you never can count out Rochester. So Rockville and Nation's Capital right there, 2:25.37, 2:25.40. Woo! Ludicrous speed. Go! Woo! This is fun. Looks like Rockville's got a slight edge. They got 3/10 second lead. And they have the advantage because Nation Capital guy breathes to the right. So he won't be able to see the Rockville guy on the way back. And Kai Joyner's moved Rochester into third place a little bit longer, and he would have ran him down. But 3:12.16 Rockville Montgomery, 3:12.70 for Nation's Capital, and 3:13.7 for Rochester. So really fun night of swimming. A lot of great swims, hopefully a lot of records. I didn't have that information available. I apologize for that. But we want to wish everybody a pleasant evening, and we will see you back here tomorrow at 5 o'clock for tomorrow night's finals. Take care and have a great night.